So, Hot Wheels has held the Star Wars license through Mattel for 4 years now. Now, at what point is Lucasfilm just going to admit that they regret this? Because after this year and recent developments with Solo, A Star Wars Story, and Hot Wheels, it might be time to pull the license.
Hello, I started this gangster shit. And this the mother thanks I get. Hello, I started this gangster shit.
Hey, welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm Ethan Van Sciver, comic book artist and great big Star Wars fan. And if you've been listening to my channel and the videos that I've been putting up recently, you're fully aware, because I keep you informed, you're fully aware that Hot Wheels double-cucked Ron Howard and Lucasfilm just recently. Okay, so here's the story. They have a mysterious character named Enfys Nest. And Enfys Nest, wears a mask, is completely covered up, and, is a big deal, supposedly. They're trying to launch this new character. Well, some French publication could not wait to get diversity points, to score some respect whammon points by announcing, oh my goodness, isn't this wonderful? Enfys Nest is a female, and Star Wars has been creating so many diverse, wonderful female characters, and here's another one. Hey, great job. Ron Howard must have panicked because, of course, we can assume Enfys Nest's, identity is a secret, and they went through such pains to cover Enfys Nest from head to toe in all kinds of weird garb. It's clear that they do not want people to know what Enfys Nest's gender actually is. I believe this is because Enfys Nest is actually Han Solo's mother, and she is a pirate and a thief, and she's going to come out and say, oh my gosh, I lost you, and look at that, you're a pirate and a thief too, and I don't know, the bird doesn't fall very far out of the Enfys Nest. Who knows what it's going to be? I'm sure there'll be puns like that. I hope so. Anyway, Star Wars countered this by putting it out into the bloodstream of the Star Wars shill media, that Enfys Nest was in fact a man, and for some reason, they'd gotten that wrong, and Enfys Nest probably a male. Well, this might have been good. This caused some uncertainty. Some of the weird cucked out Star Wars shill sites were starting to speculate that maybe Enfys Nest is like non-binary. Yes, Star Wars is really going to do non-binary stuff in 2018. I doubt it. Even they are not that weird. No, instead, they were double cucked by Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels put out their Enfys Nest car. It's a weird thing that they do. This whole thing where they take Star Wars characters and they kind of turn them into cars. Like Automan from remember that? What was that cartoon in the 1980s where that teenage boy, Auto Teen or something like that, he turns into a car? It's really effing weird. So they're starting to do the same kind of things. They've been doing it since 2014. They make these character cars as though there are automobiles in the Star Wars universe. And the cars actually look like physical, kind of like automobile manifestations of physical characteristics of the character. I mean, this is Rose Tico here. You can see that there's nothing to Rose Tico. She's an extremely bland character. So they did what they could. I mean, they made it stumpy. They made it unappealing. I just noticed that they made the windshield extremely narrow, which is offensive for a car that represents an Asian character. Well done, Hot Wheels. Anyway, Hot Wheels released the Enfys Nest car, and I guess the back of these Hot Wheels has descriptions describing the characters that the cars represent, and they went ahead and made it clear that Enfys Nest is a female. And I'm telling you, Ron Howard he must be pulling out what's left of his hair right now. So Hot Wheels, good job. I had to applaud you. This kind of inspired me to go out and hit the Barnes & Noble and pick up some more Hot Wheels Star Wars cars in support of your utter weirdness and the fact that you as just kind of you were. I mean, you were meant to be just a licensed product that didn't cause any trouble, that only a few weirdos bought. I mean, you really put the ass car in NASCAR. It's just supposed to be junk. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be anything that the higher ups at Lucasfilm have to worry about. Now they got to keep their eye on you. So I support Hot Wheels now. Support them. And I went out and I tried to go see what kind of cars they had, and I was repulsed. I was repulsed by them. They are shocking. They are weird beyond belief. Let me show you. This is a 2-pack. These are Hot Wheels character cars. Okay. All of this belongs in the garbage, by the way. Let me just preface it. If you are expecting me to treasure these and you are going to give me a lecture about recycling, you should probably tune out right now. These belong right in the garbage can, as hard as I can throw them. Look at this. What the F is this? So you get a 2-pack of cars. This is nice. This is the Jabba the Hutt tank right here. Jabba the Hutt, he looks good. Jabba the Hutt. Really, one of my favorite characters from the Return of the Jedi, maybe even the whole original trilogy. I love Jabba the Hutt. Still tempted to go spend $900 on that Jabba the Hutt toy. My wife would choke me out while I was sleeping, so I probably won't do that. But I wish I could. What's the other car? Oh, it's Han Solo's dying body, frozen in carbonite. Oh yeah, let's slap some wheels on that and drive it down the street. That'll make a nice Pinewood Derby, Mom and Dad. This is honestly, does it get more morbid than this? You couldn't do a Bib Fortuna car to match. No, you had to do Han Solo's dying body and make it into a car. Beautiful. All right, so here's the whole package. We flip it over and we see this is where they got into trouble. Warning: not suitable for children under 36 months. Small parts may be generated. I don't know what that means. Alright, I guess it means it's going to break and choke your kid out. Like Han Solo himself, frozen and imprisoned in carbonite, this handsome hot rod is well and truly stuck. Now a trophy for slithery crime boss Jabba the Hutt. The carbon freezing chamber on Bespin has sealed Han's sleek single-seater in a massive slab. This is terrible. This is terrible. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? I'm going to dig up your grandmother's coffin and I'm going to slap some tires on it and roll it down the road and talk about how sleek it is. This is really awful. The vehicle's side detailing reflects the unique panels on the encasement. Oh yeah, your grandmother's coffin. I'm going to make sure to mention that the paneling is going to look really, really nice. It's going to texturing, good texturing on the top, dramatic grille. Convey the harrowing process of internment, not containment. I'm gonna race your grandmother's coffin down the street. That seems like a good thing to do. Very respectful. Han's carbonite car is fiercely guarded by this gargantuan garbage truck. So Jabba the Hutt is driving a garbage truck. Perfect. Can it fit the entire Hot Wheels line in it? That would be ideal. Which sports the monstrous girth and slug-like look of alien gangster Jabba the Hutt. His gluttonous yellow eyes can be spotted on the truck's headlights, there, while his huge lower jaw rounds out the front bumper. Who will be brave enough to free the notorious smuggler from the evil Lord's lair? I don't know. Probably, let's dress a woman up in a costume from head to toe like a man, and then it'll be a nice surprise. Hopefully Hot Wheels won't spoil it when that character pulls its mask off and is revealed to be Princess Leia, a woman. Hopefully, let's do something like that, and hopefully Hot Wheels won't spoil that. Let's open this up. Sorry, what is that? Is that Wheel of Fortune? Da-na-na-na. I think that's the Wheel of Fortune theme. You're going to have to correct me. I don't know why I'm humming that. Alright, let's take a look at Jabba's car here. Look at this. Does this open? Dude, if this has Salacious Crumb as a driver, I would salute. There is something in there. I can't tell what it is. I mean, this is actually very clever. Look, it's got a little tail on it, like Jabba's tail. Look, does it have truck nuts? Now that would be the best. If it had Jabba the Hutt's balls, like truck nuts right here. They didn't think of that. That's why I need to work for Hot Wheels and Mattel. I could really kind of give them good tips, good advice. Probably make these things sell 100% more. In fact, I have made them sell 100% more by buying this single purchase here. All right, this is the disgraceful item right here. This is a single seater, just like a coffin. Yeah, that's very funny, guys. Very, very funny. I don't know why the tires are copper. I don't really get the joke there. But this is depressing and sad, and I'm sure if you actually showed this to Han Solo, he wouldn't think it was funny. He'd probably cry. I wouldn't blame him. I'm sure this would bring up some bad memories. How would you like it if somebody took the worst moment of your life, when you almost succumbed to death, and were held up and affixed to the wall of some slithery gangster, some disgusting slob, and made a car out of it, like a little trophy car? Yeah, I don't think you would be happy. And if you cried, I would understand. You could have my shoulder. Yeah, so... Is there such a thing as carcasm? Can you be carcastic? Because if you can, Hot Wheels has mastered it. This is absurd right here. I had to get this set. A 2-pack of, the ultimate cucking of Cuck Soy Walker. Ray shows up and says, hey, do you mind? Would you be a man? And Luke Skywalker, Cuck Soy Walker says, nope, can't do it. Busy sucking on the nipple of a gigantic, hopefully it was the nipple of a gigantic alien sea cow, and drinking the greenish whitish goo and letting it dribble down my chin. Can't be a man right now, too busy. Oh no, alright. So these 2 cars here represent that humiliating scene. Now Mark Hamill was none too happy about that whole sequence. I think that when he saw Luke Skywalker throw his lightsaber over his shoulder, refused to live up to his obligations as a heroic Jedi master at this point, son of Darth Vader, and basically just go cry somewhere instead of being her. I mean, this is the thing. Imagine being Mark Hamill, and in your past you've got this one great big thing, and that is, I was Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. I represent a hero. I was a hero. And then they say, and you think about it all the time, you think, oh, would I ever come back? I wonder what Luke Skywalker's doing now. I have my own theories because I am Luke Skywalker, you see. And then imagine some jackass, round-headed fool is put in charge of putting you back on the screen again, and making your story, continuing your story from your last heroic appearance. And what does he do to you? He completely cucks you out. Why? Something about blah blah toxic masculinity blah blah. I don't know what it is. This is clearly, look at this. This is clearly the charismatic, heroic character that we were waiting for in Star Wars. There was a dearth of charisma and heroism in the original trilogy. Harrison Ford as Han Solo, Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia, and I always say Princess Slayer. That's way more badass. Princess Leia. And Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. They were okay. I mean, but this is, look at the dead-eyed stare that right there. Look at that. Look at that. Can you imagine if this teenage girl was looking at you like this? You'd be like, what the hell are you looking for? Yeah, go back to looking at your bus schedule. Take your eyes off of me now. Be gone, thought. Alright, so, this Mark Hamill would have to be unhappy to see this car set. This is basically his humiliation on wheels. So if you took his emasculation and you gave it 2 axles, make it 4 axles, because this is definitely a part of it, this is what it would look like. This is what it would look like. So let's open these up. I mean, Hot Wheels has some balls. Alright, what do we got? So this is, look how weird this is. This is Ray's sporty coupe. Yeah, and this is like, you see that? That's like her shirt, kinda, and the belt. I mean, imagine having to design, imagine like Mattel, you're a sculptor. You're a master sculptor. You've worked with Hot Wheels for a long time. You know, you've designed some wonderful and imaginative cars, and then Hot Wheels says, "Hey, you need to design a car for Star Wars," and you're like, "Oh my God, IG-88? No. Boba Fett? No. Darth Vader? No. Rey, you got to come up with a car that represents this cipher, this zero." Oh shit! This is what you do. This is what you get. You just go, all right. So this is her clothing. What do girls like? Yeah, they like Mazda Miatas. So it's gonna look kind of like a Mazda Miata. We'll kind of put a lightsaber here. This is the lightsaber that she humiliated Luke Skywalker with in his old age. Oh, the license plate says Rey. Rey. Yeah. Oh yeah. And here's, I guess, another lightsaber. I don't know. Is that a lightsaber? This looks more like a lightsaber. I guess this is a lightsaber too. So basically, yeah, she's got her manhood and Luke's manhood, and she is running away with him. Good job. I would be depressed. I'd be like, oh really? I can't do Bosk. No, you can't do Bosk. You're gonna do Rey. Damn it. And this right here, I'm just gonna. This was Luke Skywalker's car. It's currently on its back, showing its yellow belly. Luke, you wanna show these nice people your stuff? No. Something about failure and how I guess people, there isn't good in in everyone. Yeah, not your nephew. All right, I'm gonna flip you over forcibly, Luke. There you go, buddy. There you go. Oh, wow. Okay. This represents your crippling handicap right here. This is Darth Vader cut your hand off. And that was 2 movies before Rey cut your balls off. And right here, I don't know, what does this green represent? It's certainly too bright to be the green sea monster booby milk that you humiliated yourself with on camera. And I don't know, what is this? Does this represent a blanket pulled up halfway over you because you've gone back to bed for the day? That's fine. What an embarrassing automobile. Where's its lightsaber? Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't have one. Doesn't have a phallic symbol. No, it doesn't. Yeah. What does it do if you put it down? Cries. Yeah. Thinks about, all of its failures. Wants to die. Get in, loser. We're fighting the First Order. What a pussy. No one can predict the future, but for over 30,000 subscribers, we believe we can create one by pushing boundaries, igniting curiosity, reaching out, and connecting a future where new tools help every child reach their potential, where everybody, no matter who they are, can experience great art, history, science, and drama. Give to Comic Artist Pro Secrets Patreon and Super Chats and help create a future of endless possibilities for everyone. Link below in the description.